The good thing with the wets is they're not as like
Yeah,
the 0.2, 0.3, 0.4 psi isn't as big a deal as long as they're
no.
between sort of high 29s and low 31s. You're all good. But yeah, I'd probably plump for just going up by
Yeah.
up to sort of the same ratio front to rear, because that seems you could put the rights up slightly separately from just the overall, because
I didn't know if that was me or if that was everybody's experiencing.
I think that I've seen that it wasn't such a thing earlier, but I wonder in the slightly cooler conditions whether they're dropping more.
I'm down at 29.5 on the front right now.
Yeah, I'd suggest maybe like 27.4 front left with the same balance as the rear left. Like just put them all up to that and then go an extra couple of clicks on both right hand tyres. If the weather's continuing to show medium rain.
Don't know what I'm doing here besides driving like an absolute prat. Didn't I already pass this car this stint?
I think you did.
Yeah. When there's a decent pace differential and you pass them and then they pit, and that sort of is most of a lap but not a whole lap, then you end up passing them again.
Cost me time though, again.
Yes, we were racing that team in the first 2-3 hours. It didn't fill me with joy.
No.
Labels.
I keep snatching third for Pujon now. I've never been in third, even in the heavy rain I was always going through in fourth and just coasting. Didn't like the balance in third.
Yeah, for some reason, I very rarely have ever used third for Pujon, but for some reason for this, I've just, that's where I found my comfort going in. Right, I'm going to leave you guys to it for a little bit, just have a break from the screen.
Yep.
We'll be back in a bit.
Okay.
You were quicker on the last lap compared to the car in front.
Yeah,
even with a loss of time.
yeah. Ooh. Don't break on the curve for Poohon.
That's dangerous though.
Yeah, I didn't realise I was so close to it. Looking left and just twitchy. Come on, get in, you fucking thing.
You caught up to the back marker P18 6 seconds on our last lap, so expect to catch him this lap.
Jesus. Ooh.
Safe. Did let the other go through on turn 1, so. And they ran wide going into turn 1, so note that.
Okay.
That's
Completely the wrong way.
What they were doing.
Completely the wrong way to let somebody through.
Yes.
sake, at some point I half thought I had a chance of getting into the 25s on that lap.
And you had such a good first and second sector.
Yeah. Eight and a half minutes remaining on the stint.
Yep.
Ooh.
Well done.
Whoa! That was a snappy one out of nowhere.
Again, well done. Ay, ay, ay.
Well, in all of that, I lost 1.7 seconds. Not the end of the world.
Exactly. quickly go to the toilet.
Yeah, man.
I'm back.
Good. Boxing this lap. I had another couple of wheel spin moments when you were gone. Probably the right time to get me out of this car. Just mistakes starting to creep in, silly mistakes.
Especially in this weather, you have to focus so much more towards the end of that 1 hour stint. You're just scrambled.
Okay, so boxing this lap. Any preferences on brake bias, traction control stuff?
No, running the
Or do you
same
want
traction control and brake bias is okay. All good.
Okay.
Thank you. Really well done.
Thank you. Wet tyres. Go up on the pressures to 27.4. Are you happy with what Sneaky said?
Yeah, 100%.
Okay. And then 3 clicks up on the right side. You're selected. 102 litres added to leave you 106 on exit.
Copy.
Definitely could have been a worse stint.
100%.
Straight up. Good that I didn't get into the 225s. It was there. It was on the cat.
Especially that lap when you caught that back marker there. It was
I know. 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Car on exit on the racing line. Clear. Go. Build your rhythm. Clear track. Cars behind. Never good for building your rhythm when you've just taken control.
Car on the right.
So P6 is directly behind, and you're clear for now.
Faster car coming up behind you.
Nothing to worry about behind now, so just let that rhythm come.
Okay.
stuff, mate. Keep us up.
There's a timed car in front in second 2.
Really good stuff, this mate. Of the cars that we are racing, you are catching.
Good.
All lapping quicker than. This is good stuff, Thomas. Just keep going. I'm just going to go on mute because I'm just going to get a snack, but I'll be here if you need me, and I'll be watching for yellows and back markers and stuff.
Copy that. All good.
I literally just got back to hear Scotty say that. So,
If you want to jump in while I get a snack for 10 minutes and just swap,
yeah,
it's up to you.
Yeah, if you're in a position to leave the server, I can jump in.
Yeah. 9, 3. We're back in 10 minutes or so then.
weekend then. It's good.
Losing time to the car in front in sector 2.
Pace update on the 3 in front. You're quicker than P11 and P9 by sort of just under a second to P11, over a second to P9. P10 do have a slightly quicker driver in the cars, doing sort of mid 27s. But they're going to come up and catch P9 in a minute. So. them out in that last lap. You were quicker than all three in front.
Very good. That's good to hear.
Scotty.
Yeah. Put that one in.
Yeah.
I was trying to do it calmly and quickly when I realised I'd done it rather than just like screaming.
Yeah. When you were spectating, did you have the thing where everything just looks silvery shiny?
Yes.
Okay. Not just me. Maybe it was just a combination of like the darkness, the wet, the lights. Just checking that my game hadn't glitched out in a weird way.
I'm watching Thomas's stream and everything's silver. I didn't know if it was just YouTube doing it.
No, it's the game. On my screen you can't see a single drop of rain. The track's wet, but but you can't see any water falling from chase cam.
I couldn't, to be fair, when I was spotting you.
I feel like in the light you can. Doesn't matter. Oh, Bucky Racing had an issue that lap. 2 minute 40.7. Can't give you any more detail. Seem to be driving fine now, so don't think there's any damage. Yeah, a bit. Red line and P10 are now right behind Czech Console Racing. Now a bit of a battle. Both tucked up behind Purple Madness and P13. I think they're going to let them go. I feel like Rookie Racing lost quite a lot of time there.
Are they number 442?
Yes.
When I was watching Thomas's stream, I saw
Phoenix have just crashed in P3.
They lost it on top of Mario.
442 did. Yeah, I saw it on Thomas's stream, the 442 car just stopped.
Saw the yellow flag. And then
Oh, you've got full track map, have you?
Yeah.
Which is very useful, but I've been distracting for me on that.
Yeah. For me, I just like being able to see everything. Like, if you come off track, you can see how close is there, like anyone right with you. Especially when you've got spotters to tell you all the other stuff.
Just wanted to say that's why I have you guys.
Yeah, exactly. Let's try and work out again. Okay, the gap's 50 seconds. I feel like we had it down to that before.
To
Don't know where the
Rookie
to
racing.
rookie racing. I don't know where they're at with their pit stops. Are they due one?
No, no.
Is it?
We were about 42, 43 seconds behind.
Unless they've lost a pit stop's worth of time, and then
No, I think the extent when Thomas
they
took
only
over,
lost
they
10
were pulling away.
seconds. Oh, okay.
They were pulling away from Thomas. They passed him.
Okay. Yeah.
As a lapping car pulled a few seconds. I don't know how many they've got to.
Yeah. Well, the gap's back to more what it was before. Then.
Yeah.
You just see it all over the place.
Right, I'm just going to
Yeah. Do you
Are
want
you-
next stint?
If you want me to do, I know you said you've only got one left. I don't know if you can.
Yeah. Yeah. You do the next one. I'm just covering while you're.
Yeah. I'll be back in a couple of minutes.
Yep.
Faster cars approaching. Watch out.
Let him go on the coming straight.
Forward with the- no, not yet. 1.1.
Faster cars approaching. Watch out.
Keep going for now. I'll let you know. Keep going. Got 4 on there.
Faster car coming up behind you. Faster car coming up behind you.
Could pull over here. It's about as close as it's going to get.
Car on the left. Clear on
Hold
the
on.
left.
Thank you for the help.
Just trying to see where he's got the exits.
Yeah.
If he gets a poor exit, rather than you start getting off the power and then realise it's taking you a long time for him to get past.
Cars exiting the pits. Watch out. Faster car coming up behind. Watch
Oh,
out.
we'll jump out. I'm clear. Stream's still going.
Drifty behind me. Yeah, I don't know what the game's done. It's added like a chrome effect to it, really, hasn't it?
Yeah, there's something weird with the lights,
Yeah.
rain, sort of dark combo.
As long as it's alright for the driver, it doesn't matter.
Gaining on the driver ahead, 73.
Something's happened to rookie racing, I think. They're now 20 seconds on the road.
Yeah, I was just about to say, I'm still not sure if that wasn't just the sort of pit stop sequence
Potentially.
that we
They-
hit and then came out at the point where they were a lap ahead of us.
Trying to lap
But then-
us, yeah.
But then when they pit, they come out the sort of 50 seconds in. I don't know.
Yeah, they should be about. We were about 40 seconds in front. Then Thomas took the car. They were caught up and lapped us, so we should have been again back towards that 50-second mark, towards the minute mark. And they must have had a slow. But the driver in the car now was only doing 2-minute 30s. And he's struggling.
Yeah, he had the 10-second slow lap
Yeah.
with
I'm guessing there
whatever.
may be more than just that, because the
Yeah.
driver doesn't look anywhere near as quick.
It doesn't really matter what's happened.
No, it doesn't. We are within 23 seconds. Ish. 20 seconds. Got the Delta flies around on it.
It's 20 seconds. You got another target?
Yep.
It's P11 now. So we're past Purple Madness, then the Mustang headed into the wall place.
Yeah. That was the only car I looked up.
If you'd asked me after Matthew's end of his first stint, if we'd be heading back towards sort of P11 by halfway, I wouldn't have believed it. Yeah, we did get away with one fewer traversal through the pit lane.
So compares Thomas, you were 2.6 seconds quicker than P11.
Look at that. I've got 17 minutes left on my stint time, by the way. towards the tires?
Put new ones on.
Okay, copy that.
This moment in time, I'm thinking 27.5, and then up in both right tyres 3 clicks. And then, yeah, but we'll see. Assess what's coming. I don't know if it's going to get much cooler in terms of temperatures now.
Dark,
So, what did you say, 27 point?
Up them all till just up them all until the fronts become 27.5. A lot of this you can do in the pit lane because the pit lane is ridiculously long.
point that you relax because you finished your stint because you're into the pit lane, and then you have another minute before you can actually stop.
It's almost a stream on my phone and it looks normal, whereas when I was watching it on the PlayStation it was on Chrome. Odd. Oh no, yeah, maybe it's just because on my phone it doesn't look as obvious.
Yeah, I think it's slightly better the sort of on board than the chase car. Horrendous on my laptop on Thomas's stream. It just looks worse in chase car, I think.
Took 1.4 seconds out of the car ahead. Less than 16 seconds behind. silvery appearance all disappear when you took the car, Thomas?
Yes. Well, it looks normal to me. Let's put it that way.
Okay.
Stint after Scott. I would prefer to go in straight after because now I sort of have the feeling. Not sneaky, I can understand that you want to drive after 3 stints.
No, I'm all good. And you're on a later time zone, so if you want to do that one and then you can be done.
Yeah, I would prefer that.
Yeah, all good with me.
I'm going to restart my PS5 just in case this glitch is just bugging on my head.
Yeah, go for it. I think it is just vision.
Yeah, I do as well, but I'd rather just...
Oh yeah, cover all bases.
Yeah. We're back in 30 seconds or so.
You got this and 3 more laps.
Yeah. 2 minutes.
Once Scott rejoins, and then we'll have to cycle through and select him again. But just once he's back in the scene.
Yeah. Just to cover bases, if Scotty doesn't get back very quickly, how do you feel about just doing another stint straight away? That's fine.
Because that is probably the next cover, or else I jump in.
That's all good. I'm fine with that.
Okay. Well, if he doesn't make it back, you just select yourself and carry on.
Yeah.
I think. You probably will.
6 minutes. 7 minutes.
Well, yeah, it's 2 laps after this.
The dongle for my wireless headset didn't restart. To restart again.
We were just making sort of mitigating circumstances plans, because when you joined and then left again, it's like, right, what's going on? We don't know. It's like, Thomas, worst case scenario, how do you feel about like staying in the car? Weather's getting worse again in 30 minutes. We may not see any dry running.
I don't think we're going to do now.
Well, I mean, there's still 12 hours to go.
Yeah, I know. I just think the server's pretty much fixed in, it's going to be wet.
Yeah, but you look at some of the like session things, and you can have like a 15-hour block of rain, then that can end, and then you just get dropped. So it's
Streams back up. Well, it's still all shiny and chrome anyway.
I wasn't expecting to change. I think once you're in like cockpit view and driving, it's really not as bad. I don't know whether it is a spectator thing or whether if you're in cockpit view as a spectator, it's not as bad. But on Thompson Street, yeah, it's fine. Not graveyard's shift, just graveyard.
Yeah, I couldn't be bothered with the shift bit.
I mean, for that poor Mustang driver.
He's definitely going to be in a graveyard.
State is on box box.
Last lap.
Okay, I'm ready.
I think with the offset of the pit stops and the pace of rookie racing at the moment, it's going to work out really nicely for us that we just
Pass them in the pit lane.
carry on, and when they pit, we're ahead.
All depends who they put in the car and what pace I've got in these conditions. I mean, the guy in the...
Yeah, but even then, when they come out,
Yeah.
they'll be behind, because the guy in the car will be the one compared to to start.
Yeah, true. It's slow
Yes.
down.
We are halfway through. Keep pushing.
Halfway!
Through. Let's go.
Woo!
Just to confirm, boxing this lap.
Good. Okie dokie.
Just out finding pace again.
That's the way. I swear every time I do an in lap, I end up with like a bit of a green delta. And it was like, fucking good. You still need to do tyre pressures in the pit lane. Just checking it's not been forgotten.
Okay, so up all the pressures till the fronts reach 27.5.
Yes, 27.5 on the front.
And then both right tyres, so front right and rear right,
Yeah.
up another 3 clicks.
Check.
And then leave the pit lane with 106 litres of fuel. And new tyres select like you will have if you've got the pressures up.
Yeah. Thomas' streams. Good.
It's all looking good.
Reselected after rejoining. I watched that happen. Wet tyres, fresh wet tyres, 106. Pressures good.
We're down to 21. That was 23.
It's how many streamers are in.
Oh.
There's only 19 teams. Yeah.
20 seconds.
Okay.
Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good luck.
Start clear.
Thank you.
Clear on pit exit.
Still very chrome.
I think it is
Yeah.
dark with the lights and the water.
Yeah.
But I think when you're in the car, it's not as sort of disconcerting. You don't have like the livery of the car shining at you.
No, it's if anything, it's probably easier because you can see everything. I reckon you'll get your brake markers back.
Oh yeah, exactly. Of this artificial light almost.
Mm.
Well, it is all artificial light, isn't it?
It's like having a backlit track.
Yeah, that's it. It's like it's lit from some light source that doesn't exist.
Yeah, it's lit underneath.
It was definitely the stint where I had to focus the most. Incredible. I haven't almost said a word. It was just copy this, copy that.
I mean, these late stints, as much as you think you're not that tired, sometimes you might feel alright, you feel like you're concentrating, but the amount of effort it actually is to keep being on the limit, and putting lap after lap after lap, not making a mistake when your visual references are harder to spot.
Yeah.
You are getting tired, whether you feel really tired or not. Your body's not as happy when it's 1 o'clock in the morning.
And also for me, just coming off from a very wet track
Yeah.
was tough. And then immediately I had back markers or faster cars coming behind me, so first 5 laps were absolutely shambles.
And that can happen however much you're used to driving in the rain or whatever. The number of times I come out one of these endurance stints and when there's a car right behind me straight off the bat, you can't get the rhythm, then you end up letting them through, then the next car's there and it's horrendous.
Yeah.
getting clear track on exit is massive because you might be a little bit off on your first couple of laps, but if you get the chance to just get into the rhythm, then you get there. If you end up with people to let through or traffic, then it throws you off, and then you just feel all over the place.
A bit like what I've got now.
Yeah, I just wanted to say, like, you've got two people who should be slower behind you, and then quite a substantial gap to the car in front, so you can just do your own thing.
Yeah. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. It's endurance racing.
Yeah.
Should have done Zolder where it fucking didn't matter what were happening if you left the pit lane, you were with another car.
If you didn't leave the pit lane, you were with another car.
You were just always with another car, always catching somebody.
Well, that strange 1 or 2 moments where you're like, guys, we're on our own. Where is everyone? And you sort of look at the track map, and the other side of the track is just everyone, and you're like, oh, we're in the only bit of slightly empty track. And then the reverse happens, and you're like, guys, I can see 16 cars like within these 3-4 corners. Is there anyone anywhere else?
Come on, you pillock.
Redline Racing Team are on the relative, only 40 seconds in front.
Yeah.
That feels unexpected to me.
It does to me. We were catching them though.
Yeah, but not that much.
And we have just pitted, so
And Josh
Not like
Clayton
we're
was
arsing.
going. Josh Clayton was going quickly. I know he got caught up behind Czech Console Racing, but unless something happened, really trying to make a move in the end, I don't know.
well, I would suggest it's boxed.
Possibly, but I also feel like that gap still has come down. on
Oh
the
yeah,
course.
100%.
That was also quite interesting. I just wasn't, for my feeling, I wasn't catching anyone because I just couldn't see them on the delta on the left hand side. So I was like, was keep getting updates. I was like, yeah, fine.
That's another reason why staying focused at this time is difficult, because you just can't see anything, and if you haven't got people telling you, you just don't know where you are.
Yeah.
And obviously me and Sneaky do majority of these evening ones, and it just keeps you focused if you know you're catching and whatever else.
Exactly.
Oh God.
No, for me, these stints are the bits of endurance racing that really feel like what it's about, and the big test of like
I agree.
just focus and
Teamwork.
focus, teamwork, and not trying to just ridiculously be the quickest car on track at all times. Like, this is the sort of drive at 96%, and leave a little bit on the table, but be sure that you aren't a moment away from putting it into the wall every other corner.
Which is where I was at the end of my previous stint.
I didn't want to mention it, but I'm happy you did.
I knew I was pushing. At one point, Sneaky, I had like a 26.0 on my Delta and I thought a 25 was possible, and I went lap time chasing. I just nailed the first couple of sectors. I was
Yeah.
like half a second up going into sector 3.
And we all do it.
Yeah.
and then your brain is, it's an endurance race.
I knew I was doing it. I even said to Thomas, it's a good job my stint's ending soon here, because I'm just starting to make too many mistakes, pushing without trying to push, just naturally pushing, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, exactly.
I was
You're
conscious that I was
building-
doing it, and I was just like, I can't change how I'm doing this.
No, to a certain extent, sort of deliberately sort of holding yourself back is worse, because the rhythm goes. If your rhythm has got you to that point, it's when you're chasing time that you aren't finding naturally. That's the big problem. If you build slowly and that time is coming, then great.
Eco on pace, by the way, to E11.
Okay.
Car coming out of the pits. Right hand side.
Yeah.
Here.
Thank you.
.27.7 for P11 last lap.
Okay. I feel like that pace is there, I'm just not hitting it right yet.
You were on that lap before Stavelo. So I agree. They're in the pits.
Oh.
Not
Rookie
they,
racing.
rookie
not they,
racing.
but rookie race.
So, yeah, as we thought, we'll go past them.
They're still in the pits.
They are now coming out.
Well, we have a big gap to them. Big enough anyway.
Around 20 seconds the gap to rookie racing.
Well, it was 7 when you pitted.
Yeah, something like that.
As in, we were 7 behind.
Yeah.
Yeah. Gain 27 seconds between the pit stops and the laps in the meantime.
Half a second quicker last lap.
Nice.
The pace is going everywhere.
Bit better. Looks like the Aston Martin's got the legs on me at the minute.
They did a 27.6.
Yeah, yeah.
I think he's on the quick end of their drivers, though.
Yeah, I seem to remember that name being quick.
Yeah.
To me, the fact that we're actually running in P11 and challenging P10 is already amazing.
Yeah. From where we were to where we are. I have to say I'm not fond of this chrome track.
No, I would say just settle it down a bit. It does look from the outside like you're just over pushing slightly. Hard to know when you're not driving.
I think in the middle sector it's difficult to spot
Yeah.
the apex and, well, the edge of the track to the curbs. It's hard to define where they are.
No, that's true.
Keep messing up the rhythm and the lift into Eau Rouge. But that's just one of them. Jesus.
to help you the most? What do you expect from me at this stage? Do you want to keep getting updated about gaps?
You can do. Give us something to think about.
That? Rookie racing behind is still on the same gap as they came out of the pits, so pretty much equal on pace.
Okay. Red line pulling away, or has he dropped back again? Because I'm sure I remember seeing him at like 50 seconds.
They are pulling away again. We'll keep an eye on the didn't see last lap.
There's a point towards the end of the track where the deltas sort of elongate and then condense a bit, so you might have seen a bigger gap that wasn't actually real.
Okay.
From what I've seen, I think it was sort of 39 and has just gently built to the sort of 43 mark.
Yeah, I must have looked because I'm sure it's like 49, 50.
Is this bit of the track here where it sometimes just extends?
They did it 27.7 on the last lap.
Yeah, it's after he crosses the start finish and then it seems to be out of sync.
Nice. Not 100% sure, but I think you almost did exactly the same lap time.
Double shift.
Indirect on the t-shirt. .28.1 for them on the last lap, red line racing.
Okay.
You were 3.5 seconds quicker than the car ahead on the last lap. So expect
What, the red
catching-
line or
No, then the P6
P6?
in front. Yeah, so keep that in mind when catching. Half a second quicker than rookie racing on the last one.
Okay.
Pulling away now. Last 3 laps you were pulling away.
I just can't get into my rouge, I don't know what I'm doing. Thought he was going to let me go.
Yeah, same. Watch out through Bunchamo. Closing. Yep.
Odd.
Clear.
Just odd.
Yeah.
On the occasion I do get into a rouge, I get in too much, clip the curb and push me wide.
Yeah, I kept struggling with that as well.
Fucking shit myself then, I thought you were coming straight in. Why, if you were in P6, would you defend against P11?
That's a very good question.
Multiple laps ahead as well.
ISS racing team are normally quite good and quite on stuff.
.1 for Redline Racing. They are battling P9. They're close to each other.
Okay. So we've essentially gained almost a lap then, haven't we, on these?
Yes.
That was a shocking end to the lap. I did Eau Rouge. finally! 22 minutes to go and I managed to do it.
Now we've got Czech console racing.
As the Aston passed.
Yes. They did a 31.2 on the last lap.
Okay. I mean, I'm not catching them in this stint, but I'll do my best to reduce the arrears. Slightly less rain in 30 minutes.
Would this be the beginning of the dry? No.
I'm gonna say no.
No.
It's the beginning of another transition to possibly some lighter rain. Oh god.
.29.9 on the last lap.
Okay. Tell you what, when you make a mistake in a lap, the rest of the lap goes shit as well.
Yeah.
Mm.
Oh, that's what I'm experiencing at the moment, anyway.
Yeah, no, I get that a lot. It's like you sort of your focus lets go and
How many minutes do you have left?
17.
Copy. Good save.
Yes. Not really difficult, just stupid error.
.29.9 on the last lap. So that ISS racing team, we overtook them, and now we overtook them again in the pits.
Yeah, maybe about a slightly sore stop.
Yeah, they're down to P8, which has been Balkan hub for some time. I feel like every time I see them, they've been P8.
Mm.
.29.8 on the last lap.
Okay. .27.8 for us.
Very nice.
Never really feel like I've found my groove in this stint.
Yeah, but the lap times are solid now for the last 3 laps.
Yeah, that's what I mean though, it's just not been very good, consistent.
Still catching.
Definitely never really found my groove. What do you
29.
want with the pressures?
How are they for you?
Well, they're just over 30 psi for me.
That's all good.
Yeah, if it was me I'd go up a click or two on what I had, just in case it gets that little bit cooler.
The temperature is still the same as it was when I gave the steering wheel to you.
Okay. Well, it's up to you then. They're about 30.2. What I have.
Sneaky, what would you say?
I mean, potential rain reducing slightly.
Mm.
I'd go similar to what Scott took, maybe. Like 1 click down or something, just if that rain continues to reduce. Yeah, like you said, the temperature's the same, so it's just level of water at this point.
Yeah.
They start the stint slightly higher and then drop. Going similar, you're not going to be very far off.
Let's just stick to your tire pressure, or what we did
Okay.
when I gave you the wheel.
Okay. What's lap times ahead? No, just popped up on my thing anyway.
29.3. You gained 1.6 on the last lap.
Well, I haven't finished this lap yet.
1.6.
Yeah. Let's go. Five minutes remaining, so just lap and one more.
Copy.
Fucking lag spike. Same thing happened to you, Sneaky, where he fucking gives me my driver stint ending when I'm a bit wide after Blanchimont.
Yeah.
And that's where the spike hit as well when that thing came on.
Everything at once. I'll tell you what, watching a stream that you know is delayed while listening to the party chat is probably the most nervy thing.
Yeah. Oh look, Thomas. In lap and I'm a 10th up.
Yeah. Exactly. As expected.
We'll be after that, Jesus Christ. Caught the curb in a funny way that I've never caught it before, it just like pushed me with understeer.
Yeah.
I think I caught it late, like, I think that's probably what did it. So we have got P9 in sight really, haven't we? They're not...
Oh, absolutely, yeah. They're sort of, well, they were 40 seconds, I don't know what it is now, but give or take.
Yeah, for me hard to...
Yeah, just... Yeah, there's a part of me that sort of reckons by the end of the next two stints we could easily be in P9 depending on who's in the cars for those teams.
Hey Guido, I know. Guido's reminding me to select Thomas, which I've got everything to do in the pit lane.
They are also now in the pits, by the way. P10.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah, they're on the same lap as us.
Right, boxing this lap.
Copy. So Guido's still awake, he should be sleeping. Very well done, Scott.
Probably the worst stint I've done, but not the end of the world.
Still in one
Right, so-
piece, no penalty.
Yeah. So same pressures as what I took, yeah?
Yeah, copy.
Seems to be coming back in the pits with more and more fuel.
Yeah, I mean, it was slightly heavier rain there, wasn't it?
Mhm.
It could go. It doesn't matter. I don't think
No,
that fuel is
no,
really
no.
not making a difference.
I know it's slightly heavier, but like the first stint, I seem to have taken more in this lap than I think I did the first stint. Anywho, doesn't matter. The fuel is the fuel.
Yeah,
We have
and
enough
I
of
know
it.
you're not thrilled with your stint there, but it's also a long way from anything bad.
I know, I just knew I had 27s in me and I was for
I know
ages
the
in
feeling.
28.
I absolutely know the feeling. But number one and most important is you weren't inconsistent. You weren't as consistent as you can be. It's clean. It's no damage, and the pace was pretty good.
We gained on the cars ahead and
Exactly.
pulled away from the cars behind. 15 seconds, Thomas.
Copy that. Let's go.
10. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. She's all yours.
Come on, let's go.
Sorry, I can give you any information on Pegs. I struggled like hell to find you to keep you to another car.
No worries, I saw it.
You get very visibility yourself as well.
Yeah. So P3 is immediately behind you.
Yeah, brilliant.
The faster cars approaching.
Very similar to the start of your last one, really, just coming out from the car.
At least it's a car that once they've got past you, it's just going to fuck off into the distance.
Yeah, these will just disappear.
The worst thing is when it's someone that you're not much quicker, but a little bit quicker.
Clear on the right.
By the time you've got up to pace, they're fast. But then you just sit behind
there.
them and go, oh, if I could have just stayed in front.
Jumped car 68.
What?
What?
Oh yeah,
They were
miles.
behind. They didn't came out of the pits when I did.
Oh yeah.
I don't know what's going on. Unless people have damage, like how are they getting the pits so long?
That won't be classed as my overtakes, I ain't had one yet, I think.
Not sure how many of us had it on track over.
You
A couple of
didn't you?
backwards and forwards in stint one.
Mind you, we passed the red line with the one. Rookie routes in as well.
Yeah. But we're temporarily behind Purple Mountain, so
No, they're in the pits in P3. They're 2 laps down.
so who are the two cars for P9, 10?
P10's rookie racing, they've got a pit now.
Oh, okay, right.
P9 is, I imagine, the Aston.
Oh yeah, no, I know.
Who's in the pits now?
It was. My question was who's the other one,
Yeah.
but yeah, so, and of course, depending on how that sort of finishes to the end of the race, if the weather doesn't put us all back onto same
Yeah.
strategy, or when that weather changes, we could still be behind. So, just because we're saying once they pit, that's the same, but kind of offset in such a way that where it falls is.
Yeah.
2
Okay, so the car behind you is a lapped car, but the two behind him are 5th and 1st. They will come through. Change for the lead maybe happen on the cards soon. Only 25 seconds ahead of Apex. We are currently about 46, 47 seconds behind red line, which seems to be roughly where it's been throughout my stint.
Yeah, it's in the 40s, isn't it?
Far from over.
Oh, absolutely. So, no blocks on slow run.
Yeah, we seem to be the quickest car ever in the pits at the minute. Just seem to gain hand over fist on everyone that we race in every pit stop. Good, Thomas, just keep as you are. The Ford behind you is going to have to let the BM go. We don't need to worry about them for now. Nice pace, good lap.
Faster cars approaching.
Keep going for now. Yeah, 0.7 behind, just keep going, we'll let him through one of the smaller straights. Here on the next one, yeah.
Car on the left. Clear on the left.
Stuff. Build that rhythm back.
Yeah.
That was the TC3 on the BM ahead that you saw there in full action. this is good stuff, mate. That car ahead of you is the fastest guy on track and he's not exactly driven away from you like he's driving away from everybody else. Well held. How long have you got left on your stint? Timer?
53 minutes.
So they're pitting. Rookie racing legends are just in the pit lane now, so they're pitting roughly 12 minutes after we do. 11 minutes.
So more like
The behind.
so we've got a 50 window, and we're got 12.
That's for top 10 now.
Yep. Yeah, about 46 seconds behind P9. tyre space.
Thank you.
Sometimes they can be quite unpredictable.
Yeah, a big long straight helps because it makes it more obvious to do.
It does, but they didn't do it for me earlier. I was stuck behind them for whatever reason. Oh! It was on the exit of this next coming corner, no name.
It depends where you catch them, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was them recovering from a mistake, wasn't it?
Yeah, they spun on the exit curve or the inside curve or something, threw themselves over to the left with us catching it at a rate of knots and then just pulled back onto the racing line.
When you've just made a mistake, you're not sort of prepared, thinking ahead of who's behind you, how far behind you.
We are, because we know where
Yeah.
cars are at all times.
We're fine, we're only 35 seconds ahead.
Catching. 2:35, that's not out lap, that's just a lap. This one's not looking any better. It's better. seconds-ish to red line ahead, Thomas, and you are approximately 1.7 seconds quicker per lap.
That's what I want to hear.
Keep this up strong pace. Strong enough pace that you've got P5 behind, you're not actually gaining anything at any point. Sneaky, are you doing the next one?
Yep.
Let me know when you're ready, and I'll jump out.
Yep, okay. I think this is me for the race, basically. I'll do this and then sleep, and you guys have probably got one each tomorrow.
I won't be able to do any tomorrow. I'll do another one after. I'll do one after you, I think. And then that'll be me. I've got a boiler issue. I've got somebody coming to boiler in the morning.
Plenty into them.
Yeah. If I do the one after you, and then sleep after that. The other guys should be on by then anyway.
Oh
Don't know
yeah,
what
comfortably. Matthew should be on by the end of mine, I think.
don't know what your plans are, Thomas.
After this, go to sleep. And then wake up tomorrow morning seeing that we're still in the top 10. Hopefully do one final push in the drive.
Are you doing a stint in morning then, yeah?
Yeah. Well, it will be more towards the afternoon, but
Yeah, so towards race end.
Yeah, I'll be technically available, but obviously after this very late sleep I won't be up as early. And the guy's coming to look at my boiler around 11, so it's not feasible really. My plan was always to do 4 on my share today, pre-sleep.
Oh, I mean, Matthew can turn up. Means I can go to bed as soon as I'm out of the car.
Yeah, he's got some stints to do on it, so Matthew, Guido and Tom's doing stuff. I should be planning to get him to head.
Oh yeah, oh, 100% made the third goal. Thomas has got one stint left.
yeah.
Guido's only done one, Matthew's only done Urine's only done one. So those guys are basically once we done the next couple.
Have you started a stream?
No.
If you would be so kind.
P9's the maximum, isn't it? It's over a lap between P9 and
You never know what can happen.
P8. Oh yeah, but I work years with that.
Yeah.
Oh, it's only just over a lap, to be fair.
Yeah, and we have caught up laps to cars that we're racing now.
They are doing 27.3s though. And their best lap time of the race is a 25.7.
Yeah.
And P8's like that's the P7
25.6 is the best lap time for the race. Yeah, I think we're getting to a point where actually our pace isn't enough to even slowly catch. But hey, if we get P9, if we can get to there, and then if we can hold it there, yeah, lovely. P9, you're another 1.6 quicker last lap.
Nice.
Then they're going to be temporarily slowed down and they have to let P13 through.
Pace.
Thank you.
It's just the 2.6 taken out of P9 that lap. Quicker than the 11th and 12th behind.
So I'm going to stick after you. If Matthew comes on, he's ready to go, and I'll spot you from your stand and then work with me.
Yeah, it's more if you can't do any tomorrow, we'll discuss that with Matthew. It's up to the two of you. I mean, the way this race has gone with the rain staying the whole time, it won't be 24 stints.
So I don't mind being the one that does 3 difference to me.
With the long pit, it does. You do sort of make your stints up. You can do 12 hours in 11 stints. Yeah, he usually comes back 3:30ish his time, to be ready to drive for. And it's already 5 to 3 his time, so
Yeah.
40 minutes or so he'll be back.
Yeah, well, if he's ready to get in and he doesn't need me to stick around or whatever, then that can be my 3 stints done. And
I mean, the alternative I know would make my evening kind of pointless that I'm still here, but is that you actually go back in the car next, I go to sleep and I can do one tomorrow.
Yeah, it's
Really good. Keep going.
yeah, well done. Man. Still a strong pace. Well done.
Still continuing to gain 1.5 to 2 seconds a lap on P9.
That's good news.
Gap's around 24 seconds now, and we've got a couple of faster cars to lap 3 as well.
Gaining on the car heading sector 1.
One little moment and then you start to rethink everything.
Yeah.
I was in a mental mindset. Oh,
Yeah, I missed your moment again. I heard it but didn't see it. Still really good pace though. Even the laps you think are not great, it's still quicker than the cars around us. P2 behind you, about to get blue flags, but I'll try and help you with when's best
Pass the car
to let him
behind you.
go. Whether we get past the Porsche first.
I was hoping so.
We're going down.
I will let them go by on the start finish.
Yeah, probably.
Yellow flag, be careful. Car on the left, clear on the left.
Well done.
Where the yellow flag, so
Yeah, there was. It was on the start finish. I sort of decided not to bombard you with the info with code behind you. You didn't have that anyway.
that's so good. How are you doing compared to the red line?
Just done a 28.6, which obviously will be a tiny bit quicker than you this lap, but that's with letting Hofer through. You've gained 3 times on you when you've had time loss and they've not.
Yeah, I lost the 1.3 to my delta.
Gap is 20 seconds to red line.
Yes, yeah. I think it's P19 now, if someone's still got a stream on. Yeah, we've had one DNF. Up to 18 cars, so they're still last.
There's a slow car ahead.
Car on the right of the track. Should be all good. I still just manage to go the wrong way on my button box when I have those panic check where the car is moments. I'm like, quick, go to the car in front, and I go to the car behind you. I'm like, well, that doesn't help. And by the time I've made it back, it's too late.
I wonder if the reason we gained so much in these last couple of pit stops is because some other teams are changing pads.
But we've not gained 45 seconds.
No, I know. It just popped in my head.
No, it popped into my head and then I dismissed it because like we've not actually gained 45 seconds over anyone in the pit, so it's gaining. Or maybe we have and I've just miscalculated it, but it feels like it's been sort of gaining 10 or gaining 20. But
I think we gained about 45 over that Ferrari.
Maybe, yeah. It's very possible.
They were racing redline 20 odd seconds ahead of us, 30 seconds, and came out 20 seconds behind.
Yeah, could be. It could be the brake pads changes would be on pads too.
Car on the left. Clear on the left.
What the fuck that was?
Stick to one line, please.
He was about 2 seconds ahead of you as well. Like, I don't know why he lifted off so much. He made it worse, not better.
Yeah, because I was clearly moving to the outside to signal like, okay, stay to
I just mean he could comfortably have got through all those corners and done it on a straight, which is actually straight, and you can clearly get to one side.
Slow car ahead.
All clear. Maybe Phoenix and P4 with they don't seem to quite be driving normally. They've got some damage, but they'll get to the pit lane before you catch them, I would imagine. You're all clear, they've made it to the pit lane. What was odd?
Watching Phoenix.
Yeah, they had some damage, I think, so...
Yeah. I didn't know if it was the damage that took them wide or if they just jumped out of the way of car.
I think they jumped out the way, but because of the damage they were being extra cautious to get out of the way early, and then it ended up putting themselves onto the grass. Yes, and 3 more.
Yeah.
I think I'm just going to take the same tyre pressures again, as we've done the last 2 stints. All up to, so it's 27.5 on the fronts, and then add 3 to the right.
For me, they were a little bit higher than Scott was mentioning. They've been coming down though during the stint.
Yeah, and there's some plus rain in 10 minutes, so I think. Yep.
Yellow flag accepted.
Was that sorry?
Yeah, I saw that.
4-4-2.
4-4-2.
This up. Box.
They were behind us on track, but I can't remember where they are overall.
Rookie racing.
Oh yeah.
What was it? Sorry?
They had a moment.
Oh, sure.
Oh, okay. Oh, sorry. I thought it was like a notification or something.
No, they had yellow. They caused the yellow flag in the right, left after move on.
Yeah, gives us a bit more breathing room to them behind. Minute 44. Right, boxing this lap then, Thomas.
Yeah. Do it again.
What happened?
Turn the engine off. One car, then you're clear.
What do you mean? What do you mean again?
I did it
Silverstone.
Silverstone.
Oh, right, okay. So
Box.
forget to do
Right.
it.
Yeah. Get
Pit strategy stuff.
selectors.
I'm going to switch those buttons.
Get the pit strategy stuff done. Select me. Tyres. +3 on the right. Fuel to give or take 106 on exit.
Sorry for the last bit.
Was it pit menu stuff?
Yeah.
Just leave it to the pit lane.
Yeah, but I wanted to. Yeah, stop. No excuse.
Shit happens.
Yeah,
We've
but
all
it
done
should-
that.
I would have done
Yeah.
3 almost perfect stints, and then I could have got to bed easily and now fucking...
That's minimal in the long run.
Yeah, but all the time I gained.
Not all of it. You gained 25 seconds at least, and you only lost 14, 13.
Got to that point, mate, with a very strong stint.
Yeah, really good.
Thank you.
Strong pace, consistent.
10 seconds.
Yeah.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good luck.
Thank you.
Started panicking then because Thomas counted down to 0 and you didn't move.
Sorry,
You two
it's
weren't
the most
panicking, so I
stressful
just didn't. Yeah, like you two didn't panic, so I was like, what have I missed?
bit. Our plan all along was to retire the car with 10 hours to go.
Do we think it cost that mistake 10 seconds? 15?
13, yeah. Delta was 14 and you probably weren't. I didn't remember seeing
I
your
was
Delta
one-
beforehand.
I was 1.3 down.
There you go, yeah.
5 laps thrown out of the window. Scotty, you take over from me?
Or the other one.
Good morning.
Morning.
Good night.
Morning.
You guys are doing good, man.
I can jump in whenever you're out.
Okay. I am out.
I am going in. Yeah, we're fighting for P9 in a minute, Matthew.
Yeah, I hope you and I can keep that up. Like you guys are doing like 28s, 27s, I see, still in the medium range.
Yeah, something like that.
It's not been dry, I guess.
Nope.
Yeah.
No.
Not even for a little bit.
I was thinking that yesterday when I went to bed. It's like I'm getting up for one stint.
One stint.
Yeah, I did 2 already. Like I have 3 or 4, I guess. 3, I guess.
I don't know. I mean, this is my 4th, so I'm basically done. Guido's only done 1, so he's got plenty.
Yeah.
I've
I
done
forgot you'd done
3.
2. I had in my head you'd done 1. But...
I've done 3, so I'm not bothered for any more. Especially now you're here, Matthew. I'll watch Sneaky through this and then I'll jump off.
Hmm.
How late do you guys want me to be back?
Yeah. I would say 9:30 our time, something like that. 10.
Yeah, I can be.
If
I
that's
can be
possible.
back at. Yeah, I can be back at 10. and I will put my alarm for 9. And then I will be awake, so if it's earlier than that, then at least I will be ready. Let me know around or in between 8 and 9 or something like that, so then when I wake up I know what is expected from me. Then I will know if I have to hurry up in the shower.
Okay.
Red line is in the pits, just so you know, they're just leaving.